The animated hit Zootopia won a boatload of awards and critical acclaim, and for good reason. The movie was pretty much fantastic from start to finish, but that doesn't mean it was an easy path to success.
Fine, then we'll have to do this the hard way.
From creative shakeups late in the game to a few interesting moves during the marketing campaign, here's the untold truth of Disney's Zootopia. Darker early draft. The world of Zootopia wasn't always quite so cheery. It was reported that an early draft of the script presented the city as broken, with a veneer of utopia but a dark dystopian truth underneath. The problem? Well, this version of Zootopia didn't really feel like a place a person would actually want to visit, and the studios worried viewers wouldn't connect to the city if it wasn't a place they fell in love with. They backed off that approach, which led to the vibrant and gorgeous Zootopia we ended up getting. Kristen Bell's slow cameo. Actress Kristen Bell is a bit on the quirky side, and apparently one of her greatest obsessions is sloths. This obsession became very public when her husband Dax Shepard surprised her with the news that a sloth would be at her birthday party. And she was so excited that she had a complete emotional meltdown.
You're so sad that one's coming to your party.
The video of the actress's freak out quickly became a viral sensation. It was such a big deal that word got back to the Zootopia team, and they reached out to Bell for a cameo as the voice of the lady sloth Priscilla. Shifting protagonists. The story at the heart of Zootopia is fairly unique for a Disney flick, and it turns out that it actually changed a lot during the latter part of production. Instead of telling the story from the perspective of do-gooder Judy Hopps, the original story largely took place from the viewpoint of the wily fox Nick Wilde. Director Byron Howard explained that the story took a huge shift midstream because it was hard to actually like Nick. Howard also made it clear that he wanted audiences to start to fall for Nick at the same time as Judy does, and that proved difficult when he was presented as the hero from the get-go. Global newscasters. For the most part, Zootopia was pretty much the same film no matter which country or market you watched it in. But there was one subtle change that most people didn't even know about. The animal newscaster. Disney tailored the character to animals that were popular and a good fit for each country. In the US and Canada, we saw a moose. In Japan, it was a tanuki. Australia got a koala, and in China, it was a panda. This is a cool thing to do, but most people would never even have noticed it unless they went on a worldwide tour of Zootopia viewings. Shakira's curvy demands. This is a Disney movie after all, so of course it had to feature a catchy musical number. That fell to real-life singer Shakira, who voiced the animal pop star Gazelle and gave us the hit song Try Everything. But Shakira also had some pull when it came to her character's look. The early drawings of Gazelle were apparently very skinny, so Shakira asked the designers to give her characters some curves. Disney obliged, and we ended up getting a gazelle whose hips were incapable of telling falsehoods. Nick's middle name. In Zootopia, the sly but lovable fox Nick's full name is actually Nicholas P. Wilde. But what the heck does the P stand for? Director Byron Howard revealed Nick's middle name is officially Piberius, which is a subtle nod to Captain James Kirk's middle name, Tiberius. But how alike are these two characters really?
It's called a hustle, sweetheart. And I'm not the liar. He is.
Hey!
Look, Cracker, we're taking over the whole ball of wax. And you cooperate with us, and maybe we'll cut you in for a piece of the action.
Now that you mention it, Nick does have a bit of that same roguish charm. Car talk. The team behind this film took their world-building responsibility seriously to the point of bringing in automotive design legend Jay Mays to help develop the concepts for the different designs that all these various animal species might drive. What would a giraffe's car look like, or a hippo's SUV? Those were the type of questions the filmmakers put to Mays. The designer took his job seriously and made sure that each of the vehicles seen in the film properly represented the animals they were carrying. A sense of scale. The design team used accurate scales to excellent effect for some amazing action set pieces in Zootopia, but even more went into those scenes than most may have realized. Every single animal represented in Zootopia is made to scale, meaning the rabbits match up just like they should when standing beside a lion, and a giraffe really is that much bigger than a fox. That design work even makes it into the world itself, with different areas and buildings designed for specific types of animals. Disney Easter eggs. A Disney movie about a world of walking, talking animals is a veritable playground for Easter eggs, and this one took full advantage. It would take a while to name them all, but here are a few. The calendar hanging on the wall in Chief Bogo's office features a shot of San Francisco from Big Hero 6. Another scene features 2 elephant kids ice skating in Frozen outfits, and several Disney flicks get the spoof treatment on the Weasel's bootleg DVD cases. The backlash. At this point, it's not really a secret to anyone that while the movie is a lot of fun, Zootopia also tells a very poignant story about racial messaging, nature over nurture, and the way we judge others.
It may have something to do with biology.
What do you mean by that?
But that high-minded approach to a kids' movie didn't sit well with everyone. Zootopia was met with a bit of backlash once the film became a major hit, with some pundits calling it a muddled mess and accusing the film of taking itself too seriously. We aren't sure how founded these complaints really were, as Zootopia definitely had no trouble receiving acclaim come awards season. A furry frenzy. Though Disney films are typically marketed to families, the studio took a very sneaky route to promote Zootopia to one very specific subculture: furries. If you don't know, furries are folks who like to dress up as animals and, well, get together to have a good time. Apparently, Disney contracted a marketing firm to promote the film to furry fan groups, with a plan to encourage them to tweet and share their own photos using film-specific hashtags.
Yes. Twitter exploded. Twitter itself.
Disney never actually acknowledged the play, but the paper trail definitely seemed to prove it was true. Regardless, the film was a huge hit, so, maybe it worked. Funnily enough, this isn't the first time talking animals have had a clash with the law on screen.
My friends call me sexy.
Oh, lucky you.
Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.